Peace, family. It's your boy KG13 TV, man, back with another one. Man, today might be a little interesting. I want to talk about, you know, have women's dating expectations, have they become unrealistic? So, few videos we're gonna go over. People can give their topics, they suggestions. I got my co-host Beauty up here with me. To give, to give the woman's perspective or their side of the view. So might be some tension today, but that's what we're looking for. So if anybody out there that wants to come up, we'll drop the link and everything. So here we have it. Women, today's modern women and their unrealistic expectations.
Here we go.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Here comes the drama.
You already know.
Which we don't need, but it's drama every day.
Yeah, some of this stuff is some of these videos they really do, I see why some men just be like, you know what, fuck it. Just fuck it. I don't care anymore. I'm done, because the shit be annoying, you know? It be quite annoying. And some of this stuff is funny. Some of the stuff is funny, some of the expectations, some of these women, sometimes you look at it and you be like, why would you do that? But who are we to judge? I seen one where this girl, it's a speed dating, is 20 versus 1 speed dating some girl YouTuber. But let's see what they talking about. I have not seen this one yet.
Let's go.
I know this is more so. I know you gonna have a lot to say, you
already know. You already know, because me,
that's
I'm very opinionated. I'm very opinionated. Bring it.
Hey, just like when Buddy came out with the with the knees, with the knees, and his knees was looking both. He was like,
Exactly.
Man, so hard that live. I gotta turn his heat off. It's hot as hell.
Turn it up so we can get going.
We good now. We good now. All righty. Oh, let me throw out a share on the Facebook. You got to get more people in here.
So how y'all people out there doing? I hope you're having a good day. Because we about to have the best years. Yes, indeed. Our smiles look bigger.
Oh,
our
man.
Eyes look wider.
Hey, it's about to be a year, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
It's the year to come up.
And anybody don't know, just go back to our previous video.
You said what?
If they don't know what we're talking about, just go back to our previous video.
Yeah. Yeah. And
so you want to stay on a topic, because I can go on that topic and we'll be so distracted. But yeah, go to our previous video. You understand exactly what we mean.
They'll definitely find out. They will definitely find out. Here we go. Let's get this started. You let me know. Let me know when to stop it.
Are you hoping to find a match today?
I mean, I'm hoping not to continue this pattern of very, very bad men.
Wait. So listen, if she say she has a pattern of dating bad men, what does that mean?
Are you asking me that question?
Huh?
Are you asking me that question?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would say a pattern of meeting bad men. It could be the environment that she's in. I'll say demographics. Maybe she needs to move around a little bit, or she's used to certain type of men. It could be by how the way they look, or it could be a specific thing that she's actually like looking at that maybe she needs to go a different direction. You understand what I'm saying? So she's attracting the wrong type of man that way. So she needs to like, open her options a little bit more, meaning like change your location around, where you date at. So if you're like in a certain city, maybe you need to go to a different city and see how the men are there.
Hold on, let me stop this screen real quick. I want to put on subscribers only mode.
Okay.
And the people want to do popping in. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay.
No, go ahead, finish saying what you were saying.
So, you need to try different cities. If one city's not working out, try a different city. You know what I'm saying? People are doing it online, but if you're too picky, you might not end up getting the world quality man that you want. So a lot of women, they can go after these really attractive men, and they the one that dog you out the most. I notice a lot of women that stick around with their husbands, majority of the time, their husbands are unattractive. Believe it or not, because
wait. Slow down. Say that. Wait, you saying what now?
Most unattractive men, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of attractive men, they don't have the looks, so they're more they give it in, they don't have it by looks, so they tend to like do it, they tend to like make up for it like by like, doing for you, being nice, you know what I'm saying, attentive, you know what I'm saying, like romantic, you know what I'm saying, like the guys who are nice looking, it's like they're the ones that likes to be praised, get all the attention, you know what I'm saying, like want to be super catered to, you know what I'm saying, but a guy who's unattractive, he's coming at a different approach. So that's why a lot of women are now not looking at guys who are really attractive now. They're looking at guys who are unattractive and seeing like where they're coming from.
Why?
Because a lot of them, they come at a different angle. They tend to treat you better. I mean, I dated unattractive guys, and they do treat you better than guys who are really attractive. It's the truth.
Wait, what? So you go sit there and look at an ugly motherfucker?
You just learn to love, B. You learn to love. Think about it. No. Listen to me carefully. If you go look at these women who are very attractive, look at them when they go date these real wealthy men. A lot of them are not attractive at all. But because a woman attractive, their kids come out decent.
You saying a lot of the men are not attractive? What are you saying?
Yeah, a lot of wealthy men are not attractive men.
That the women date.
We're not talking about the actors and stuff. We're talking about just regular businessmen. A lot of them are not attractive.
Wow. All right, hold on. I got it now.
A lot of those women that be getting, that are housewives and stuff like that, a lot of their husbands are ugly. I'm not going to even lie to you. I'm sorry.
You funny as hell.
Look, think about it. A guy like Jeff Bezos, right? He would not get the woman he gets now if he didn't have money. Guarantee you that. He would get a decent old woman, average cute girl, but he won't get the baddest chick. That's what I'm saying. Like it's the man with the money that gets the baddest chicks. Well, so people, like I said, those attractive men, their approach is way different. They're gonna cater to you. They're gonna be more nicer because they're making up in different ways. They're not the most attractive guy in the crowd. Are you there?
As a man, beauty is our thing. Like if the woman isn't beautiful, is really no attraction level there for us men. Like, especially if I have to look at you every day. If your beauty can't reset and refresh my eye to where you're refreshing every day, then you're not beautiful in my eye.
Okay, so if every man went out there, unattractive man went out and got all the pretty women, then where's the other women gonna get? What kind of man are they gonna get? The ugly ones?
I just think
people should go with people who are gonna treat you right, no matter how they look.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because I think sometimes that we be so busy be looking for a certain look that we pass up on, somebody who could have been for us during that time that you may have thought that this person wasn't shit or this person ain't for you. This person really could be that person for you. But instead, your mind is, you have been on social media or you've been listening to your homies or your people that ain't really got no relationships throughout the years. You taking advice from them because you think they living it up and they making their life seem like it's so fun, but every night they hurting and yearning for a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You think the grass is green on the other side. Prime example, it was a girl out here. She made a post, shared the post and said, don't be like whatever the girl name was, and said, yeah, she coached me into leaving she said her friend coached her into leaving her baby daddy. She was going to her friend, venting to her about her baby daddy. Her friend was this, that, and the third. Mind you, her friend must know what a good man is, because the friend coached her into cheating on him and everything. She did all that. She started fucking her friend's baby daddy. And now they together. They're in a relationship together.
Wow.
So people do a lot of weird shit nowadays. So this is crazy. But let's see what this girl come up with. Let's see her expectations. Just let me know when you want me to stop it.
Yeah, sure. I'm going mute.
Very bad men.
Anyone not? Motherfucker got up and left.
Pause. So this is a conversation texting in front of each other. This is something new.
That's what I'm saying. I never seen this shit. I never seen this. So I was sitting back thinking, like, what is this? So y'all gonna sit around somebody and y'all don't, I guess it's to interact fast to get the elimination done fast. So we gonna send a group text, everybody gonna text. If you feel you want to date, if not, get up and leave. So that's the circle gets smaller, I guess.
Wow, this is something new to me. It's like
this new to me too. This is this
wow.
That's how you know the world moving too fast. Everybody wants something right now. Y'all going,
wow. No attachment.
Fucking speed dating. That's crazy.
That's the new speed dating right there, right in front of your face, because it's like I don't know. I can't explain it. It's like
as a man,
there's no.
As a man,
I can't find a word.
As a man, I'm not sitting around no woman trying to compete around 25 other dudes or 19 different dudes. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not ever doing that. That's the most dumbest shit. That's the most humiliating thing ever. We're fighting for you. So if I lose, y'all can always live up on that. Like you feel me? Like I won you over. I beat that nigga to get you. Like, nah, hell no.
There's no connection. That's what I want to say. No connection.
I love to dance, so I don't like it when I'm with somebody who's a total Debbie Downer or boring and just kind of stands there and doesn't want to dance.
Oh no, I'm out. She drink a lot. I'm out.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Who like she's the one in the blue. As soon as she said I like to party and I drink a lot, then she young. This is I'm out. I'm out. You a party head.
I would definitely want someone open-minded but not a freak. So you shouldn't be into feet, but you know, a little choking's still fun. You know.
A little choking don't hurt.
Oh no, she talking too. Now I can't fuck you how I want to. Like that's crazy.
I do like them tall because I'm pretty tall for an Asian girl, and when I put on my heels, I would like to still be shorter than my man. So they need to be, I think, at least 5'11", but I prefer like 6 feet tall.
6 feet.
Damn.
And see, all those guys that she probably eliminated right there, one of them probably really would have took her serious and married her.
Probably would have.
Like, them guys are like they don't even get no chicks or something. Like.
I would not want to be with somebody who wants kids within 7 years.
Wait, hold up, pause.
Yeah,
what she said?
So now you're telling me when we gonna have kids? Man,
in
this
7 years. How old is she again?
I don't know. She got to be at least no older than 25.
No. She got to be younger than that. She's got to be like at least 22. To say 7 years, that means that you want to finish college.
Yeah.
You can't be in your 30s saying that. There's no way.
No way. She got to be
no way.
22. Yeah.
She's got to be. I love kids. I've been an aunt since I was 10, so I'm like a natural around babies and kids. But I want to really just share a love with somebody that's so great, and it's all about loving each other before we can, you know, bring somebody else in the world. I think you should be mentally stable as well, financially stable, because you're going to be responsible for shaping their future. It's kind of a big pressure because you could really fuck somebody up in the head if you're not there, and I take that really seriously.
Ooh.
7
years is crazy.
It is.
I have a younger brother, and anybody younger than me, I just automatically think of my brother. So, like, they could be the hottest person in the room, and if they tell me,
wait, pause about her brother's 24. How old is she?
I'm about to see. She haven't said it yet. I'm waiting to see what she said.
So if he's 24, she gotta be either 2 years older.
Let's listen and see if she said.
I just see my brother, and it's like, oh, would not date my brother.
Oh, she about to be 26. Damn.
You're gonna be single for a while.
That was rude.
How many guys do you think would be left?
I thought there would be maybe 4 guys left, but there were none. So today I learned that my criteria is not, I guess, easy as I thought it was. But I'm okay with that because I don't like these are values and things that I don't want to bend and change right now. So I used to
Listen to what she said right now. So that means you gonna be still in the club doing whole shit, and then when you finally get ran through, now you want to come back and be like, okay, I want to settle down now, because that's how you're not feeling how you feeling right now. Because she still
And
wants.
she probably will get married. She probably will get married still because she's not black. Hide your history and you still will be able to get married. Freeze your eggs and you probably got a chance.
bend your values and what you want to please somebody else.
But see, that's oh shit. But see, that's what love is. Bending your value, being unconditional. Love, like people now love under conditions only. Like if you don't make a certain thing, like even if you making a certain amount of money, like if you fall off, people not loving you unconditionally. Like they gonna leave you for the next motherfucker.
That's true.
What it is. That's just what it is. Women look for stability in men. That's what they look for. So it's like, if they ain't offering that, what you think gonna happen? Like, she moving to the next motherfucker that's offering that.
But she still get married because she's still cute and she has a, you know what I'm saying? She said 7 years, so that's 26. 7 more years to be 33. She gonna try to have kids?
Yeah, 33. But see, listen, she telling the motherfucker when she wanna have kids, like that ain't happening like that.
She had to freeze her eggs. It'd be smart if females today freeze their eggs. If I would have freezed my eggs, it would have been good for me.
Maybe
because you can always freeze them.
If you want to work from home,
we got
be
that
your own boss
technology
and have
nowadays.
zero
Yeah.
geographic ties. So you
She
Yeah,
got up to 40.
Which gender is more delusional? Using one simple test. The test asks a series of questions to see how many people in the population fit your ideal dating criteria. What's the minimum height?
5'9",
All right, I'm out.
5'10", 5'9",
Okay, I'm taking L's today. Damn. Minimum height.
6 feet,
Yeah, that's where they get you.
5'8", 5'8",
That's reasonable.
5'10",
6 foot,
5'6".
like at least 6.
What is the ideal height that you're looking for? Over 6 feet, right? No preference.
Okay. 5'3" to 5.
Okay.
Shorter than me.
What's your height?
6'1".
I guess taller than 5 feet.
I'm not concerned about height.
Under 5'10". We're getting real
5'10".
picky here.
Yeah, so you go to 4 feet?
Yeah, it's great, man. We got lower than 4 feet.
If I meet a funny, beautiful woman who's, 4 feet tall, go for it. Or just like,
Hey, look though, you notice how men like short women and women like tall men.
Yep.
It don't even match. Like
Very funny, beautiful woman that's like 7'7". Would you exclude obesity?
Absolutely.
No, I'm inclusive.
Except if you're below 6 feet.
Correct.
Exclude obese? Would you be willing to admit it on camera?
I would exclude. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
what about if they're fat? Do you care if they're fat or not?
No.
You don't care? Or
I don't care. Like I enjoy a little dad bod.
Would you exclude overweight, obese? No.
yes.
Would you exclude obese and overweight?
I'm going on record, but yes, I would. No. What about overweight or obese? You
Yeah, I don't think I want like $100 or cheaper on the dinner bill. So yeah, minimum income.
Wow.
I don't think that matters to me. I
Ooh,
really
that's crucial right there.
don't. Like, I don't have that much money right now.
I'm a broke college student, so I guess they can be books.
I'm in college. I don't expect you to make a lot.
All right, he's on food stamps,
I'm
so
gonna say at least 200.
200 grand.
Like 200.
Minimum like 30, maximum as much money as possible.
That's really sick.
No preference.
No minimum income. What about minimum income? Do you care how much they make? Not particularly concerned with income.
All right, what do you think you scored?
I don't know. This is a percentage of how many people are.
Percentage of the population in that age range fits this.
It's gonna be like 60.
You think it's 60?
There have to be a lot of people in that, right? I don't know.
What if I told you it's actually 16%?
16.
16.
That's very small.
Whoa, 6.4%. Okay. 4.1. So it says you're an aspiring cat lady.
Oh no. I barely did any filters though. Oh.
So it says you're an aspiring cat lady. What do you think it is? Take a guess.
Like 2%.
Yeah, 2.1%.
Wow.
So knowing that, would you be willing to like lower your standards or what?
No, I'm not lowering my standards for anybody. Point blank.
Wait, pause it.
What the fuck is happening? The results of their standards aren't even at 20%. This shit is unrealistic.
For women, their results, or what was the
For
question?
the results of the type of men that they describe, these are the results of men of their percentages. Hers was 2.1%. So it's like this is her. She has a 2.1% chance of finding the exact man that she said to him.
Wow.
And she still says she's not going to lower her standards, because how do you not know that your fantasy isn't a standard? How do you not know that the standard isn't a fucking fantasy? Like your standard is a fantasy, shorty. That's not real. Like, it was like, what?
I mean, I got a fantasy too, though, but I think
What's yours? What's yours? What's yours? What's your fantasy?
My fantasy standard?
Yeah.
No, the crowd ain't ready for that.
Oh, come on, lay it on us.
Well, my standard for a guy is be nice and giving, because I'm the same way. So I like the guy to put in as much as he puts out. So don't receive all the time. That's one of my pet peeves. I don't like guys to do that.
I don't think nothing wrong with that. That ain't a fantasy. That's realistic.
No, but I'm just saying that's just some of the part of like just how a guy, you know what I'm saying, like how do you have morals? I like a guy with morals, you know what I'm saying? I'll do like a provider. It would be great to have a guy that's a provider. I like a guy that would be in dominatrix. That's like one of my like number one thing. That's my fantasy part of it. That's like my fantasy part of it. Because a lot of guys.
But see, some of the stuff the stuff that you naming, those are realistic things that you can get out of a man. Being more.
A lot of guys are not into like a dominatrix. They're not.
Yeah, you're not tying them up. No, I'm not.
That's a fantasy. So like I said, that I'm getting to more of my fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like me, like I like to have there's different levels to it, but I'm just saying, like, I would love to like have a house like it. I would like to have all that stuff. Like that's like my thing, whatever. A lot of guys are not into it, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean, you can get some people into that stuff, but like
they won't go to full. They want like there's different levels. In my level, some guys just won't go for it. So it's just, you know, it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because they do have levels where people they walk out with chains around their necks, like women or guys or whatever. Like some people want to do stuff like that. I'm not into that. No, I'm not. I won't do that. No. But I'm just telling you, there's different stages to it.
So let's listen to her. Let's see what they talk about.
Is anyone else just like crazy scared of dating? Like, I want a relationship. I want to date someone in theory. But then when I think of like trusting a human or like showing emotions, I want to vomit violently.
With the way my dating life is going right now, I feel like I'm going to be single for a long time. Like a long time. I literally just cannot stand. I cannot stand these vanilla men. You're boring. You don't intrigue me. And at this point, I'm like losing faith in all men. I just feel like they all want one thing. And if that's what you want, I'm the wrong. Go somewhere else.
So you mad at vanilla men, so now you hate all men. What did we do? We didn't do anything.
She's a pretty female too, and she's saying like, you know, they just want one thing. And when women say that, that means that they just want sex. She's not finding any guys who are ready to be married, basically.
Or that's what I'm saying. See, women be like some women be boring too, G. Like conversation wise, like don't got nothing to talk about, like not really funny. You know what I'm saying? Like just because a motherfucker get on here and say this, men don't do this. Men don't get on, well, alpha men don't get on here and be like, oh, this, that, and the third, and complaining. Like, we just move on. Like, this shit is crazy.
Another man, what I like to do on my free time. I can't do it. And I don't give my attention to anybody. And when I'm finally like, oh, like he's cute, like let me talk to him. You're boring. You suck. And I feel like from past experiences, I have the tendency to pick the ones. So like I'm just gonna stay away. I'm done. I'm logging off. No more for Bella right now. And yeah, maybe I do get a little bit jealous when I see couples out in public. I'm like, damn, that looks nice. Haven't done that in a long time.
I say go to the South. She needs to go to the South. Men tend to like marry the men in the cities. The South men marry faster for some reason. All my relatives, they got married and still married. It seemed like the city boys are just a little bit too wild. I think she needs to go visit the South more. Or go try Europe. Men need wives out there. Trust me, they need wives out there. They need wives. They don't have a lot of
standards for the men they love.
So here's a list of things that I don't do for my husband. You all know I don't do his laundry. He can do that himself. I do my laundry and we do the kids' laundry, but he does his own. I don't cook dinner. He cooks dinner every single night. I do breakfast and lunch for us and our kids. I don't pack him a lunch. Doing his laundry, cooking him dinner, making him lunch, booking his
So what do you have to say to that? What do you have to say?
I'm sorry, the internet was messing up. I'm sorry. So it was going in and out. So she was saying that she don't do a lot of things that mostly like an average wife does.
She doesn't cook.
My opinion on that, that's their agreement. So if they like it, I love it. Because that's what they agreed to.
And you're like, oh, does my life have to be different now? God, no. Here.
My friend was like, your dating pool right now is so scary. And I was like, I know.
Bro, she got too much makeup on. Like, come on. That shit probably took like 3 hours. Like, that is too much makeup. Then contacts. Like, y'all fake as hell.
You're telling me, I know. I live in the bad dating.
That's her real eyes.
Okay. I don't know where to go.
No, them contacts.
I don't know where the good ones are, but they ain't here. All right. And if
But you remember, some people got those eyes, they look like clear water, so it just like it looked like they fake. That's her real eyes, I can tell. I'm a makeup artist.
Where it's impossible to find dateable good guys in LA. Is that just me? I had one relationship here, and that is what we like to call trauma. I'm happy I went through that because now my standards are a lot higher, but now that my standards are a lot higher, I can't find anyone Not even that I'm necessarily looking for a boyfriend. I am just bored. Also, guys in their 20s are just like impossible. And I don't like older guys, so I'm just screwed, I guess. The going out scene is huge here in LA, and I really want to find someone that's also not really in the scene.
How many times we gotta say that? It's not working. The percentage levels is low, especially she said she in LA. My goodness.
Like what I'm looking for.
We don't talk anymore like we used to do.
We ain't gonna do that. What is he doing? This is crazy.
Just got my tempo delivery. Let's check out and see what we got.
This is nuts.
I have a busy schedule.
What's the first thing to go when you decide, I'm not being superficial? Is it height? Is it looks? Is it his thing size? What's the first to go when a woman's like, that's not that important, or that's not my type?
The first thing to go when you're talking about something not being your type, that doesn't really matter that much, it would be height. It would be height. I feel like we're stuck on aesthetics. We think about height because we think about the NBA player, we think about the basketball player. But what about how many times have women ran into, and this is how we get fooled. We run into the guy who's 6 foot something, right? And you be like, what do you do? And he's like, I'm a janitor. Now you're instantly turned off because your type is no longer fitting in the box and checking off everything that you thought he should check off. You're 6 foot what? And you're the janitor? Imagine this fine man mopping up schools. Like, you're like, wait a minute, hold on. Can I look past what he does for a living and just date him because he looks so good? I feel like this. I can't be ashamed of my man and what he does for a living. I can't be ashamed of where he lives if he's going to be my man. I can't be ashamed of what he doesn't have or where he falls short if he's going to be my man.
But it's so crazy that a man will walk in a Burger King, and if the woman is beautiful, he don't give a fuck where's she working
at. Yeah.
You see where she just eliminated. She just eliminated 90% of the men that she feel that she want to date, because most of those men are janitors. You need janitors. Like, how you think when you go to a stadium it's clean? You have clean shit to sit down on. Like, what are we talking about? When you go to a public restroom room, it's clean because there was a janitor there. Somebody got paid to do that, to make sure you could sit down and take a comfortable shit or a piss. But
yeah.
When you take that out and you classify all that, and you, like you said, take him out that box, now it's like he's 6 foot, but he's a janitor. Now it's like, damn, he cleaning schools. Like, that's embarrassing to tell her girl. See, it's not even about sustaining a family. This shit is all about stunting on somebody else. My man can do this. I can brag about everything, this, that, and the third. Just like all these lashes, this white hair, all this shit. Nobody asked y'all to do that.
Hey, this is being my
to do that. Go ahead.
My thing is, all I ask is for 3 things from a guy: have respect around my family, like, morals and stuff like that. Have a great sex life and treat me right. You'll be the happiest man in the world.
And those are realistic things. Those are realistic. That's something that.
And keep a job. Keep a job.
Oh yeah, you got to keep a goddamn.
Sorry, and we can't go broke around here because I like to make money. Sorry, I just do.
You got to keep a job. You point blank period. You got to keep a job as a man. Like, you shouldn't even be dating or talking to no type of woman if you don't have no type of income. Like, That's just because naturally women look for stability in men, point blank period. Just like we look for beauty in women.
Oh, one more. Be willing to grow. 5 things. So 5 things.
Yeah, all of that is that's all realistic.
Oh, I have to be confident in when I say this is my type, because opposites attract. And I think when more women went for less of their type, they wouldn't be single.
That's true.
And that doesn't mean, please do not mistaken when I'm saying this, for settling. Oh, I'm not going to settle. I can find him. I use height because this is what all women care about. Like, you understand what I'm saying? The average woman wants a tall, handsome man. Tall, dark, and handsome, right? Whether he's a white man, because when you refer to a white man, tall, dark, and handsome, it's because he has dirty, dark hair. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's the man. But then look at Kevin, right? The comedian. His wife is taller than him.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And in your mind, you're like, he should be dating a Karuchi. Somebody who's small like him and all of those things. But that's not his type. His type is a taller woman who he feels like it doesn't make him feel like less of a man because she's bigger than him. But a lot of men would make you feel like that we might be shutting ourselves out as women because we don't really know what men like, right? I feel like I automatically cut myself off of that list of his type if I was taller than him. I would automatically count myself out and say I can't be his type because, I usually go for a bigger guy because I'm a thick girl. You know what I'm saying? And I would like to think that I wouldn't be his type because I'm bigger than him. But you know what I attract? The slim guys, super, super slim, or guys that are shorter than me. Love it. They must love a challenge or something because that's the ones I attract. The tall guys, I attract them too, but they don't be on me as hard. It's usually the guys who are a little shorter than me, and I'd be like, "Is it okay if I wear my heels tonight?" They'd be like, "Put on the tallest, the highest heel you got, baby girl. Please do not dim your light because you're walking in with me." And I be the one a little self-conscious, like, I don't want to look down on you. I'm just going to wear my boots. Like, don't worry about it, But my type has changed from the age of 6, when I was 16. I don't think I was so much looking for looks. I was looking for the guy who had control. Like,
well, before you change it,
Yeah.
I just want to give you the statistics. In the U.S. population, about 14.5% of all men are 6 feet and over. 14.5%.
That's not a lot. So you're saying the average man, not even
14.5% is crazy. That means you that, like I said before, I said 90%, so I was off 84%. I mean 85, 86%. That is crazy, man.
Average 14% of men are 5'10".
14.5% of all men in the U.S. are over 6 feet tall.
14.5% of men are 6 feet and over in the U.S. So that's not leaving a lot of tall men for the women. And then you got to think about when we think NBA players, only 1% go to the NBA. And there's some short basketball players too. You know what I mean? They're recruiting more than ever now. You know what I mean? When you meet these basketball players, they're 5'7", 5'8", because they have the skill. So now apply that to your relationship, right? Apply that to when you're looking for your type. The NBA, yes, they would love to have a bunch of 6-foot Russian Chinese men on the basketball team, right? But they're gonna take they're gonna take your 5'7", 5'8" because they come with the skill. They may become even more skillful than the 6 foot, 6'7", whatever height basketball player that you feel like, oh yeah, because he has this height, he can dunk on them. Because he has his height, he's gonna win the game. But the 5'7", 5'8", he got more skill than the 6 foot something guy. So I feel like when you are looking for your type, you need to check off other boxes besides heights and look. I definitely think that women should start taking accountability for why they're single. Does your type play a part in when you date and finding a soulmate? And does that attribute to why you're still single? I think about my type when I was 16, my type when I was 21, and my type in my 20s. You know what I mean? And it's definitely changed. The guy I was checking for when I was 16, it wasn't so much looks. It was more so the power. The guy who was the captain of the football team, the guy who made all the shots at the basketball games, you know, the guy who all the girls wanted, that power. You know, it wasn't so much, he could have been ugly, but I would have never noticed.
What you said, remember what you said earlier?
Mm-hmm.
They want the ugly, they don't care the ugly dude. Like,
They want the power. Some women go after the power of guys.
He was ugly because he had this power about him, which made him attractive, which was my type.
Okay.
My type was, I was not attracted to a weak man. Well, weak boy.
Okay.
I was attracted to someone who I felt like demanded attention in a room as if I did. And then when I got in my 20s, my type was the bad boy. And he wasn't probably always that attractive too. I went through a light skin phase. You know, I went through this phase. When I think about my type, right? I just had this conversation with him the other day. My type is tall, 6-pack, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him he's my type. And the only thing I would change, if I could change it, would be his height. Because now my type consumes of more than aesthetics. Right. My type is he financially savvy? Does he remember things that I may forget? Does he remember things I think he doesn't remember? Does he remember to ask me how my day is, how it's going? Just the important things of cultivating me into the woman that he wants. Because I think what happens is women, y'all gonna hate me for this. I think that women need to allow men to lead them into being the woman of their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you need that guidance. And I'm in a space in my life where a lot of my friends around me are getting.
I think that's a big thing right there, because nowadays a lot of women don't listen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just don't. And the first thing they'll say is, I work too. Well, I gotta listen to him. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that was deep right there.
Married. And tell me who your friends are, I'm gonna tell you who your future is, right? And so, not saying I don't have single homegirls, because I do, but a majority of my friends are either in the process of either getting married, just got married, or now ready to hang up their player card and look for a husband. So that is a dynamic that I am in the circle of, right? And when it comes to any woman that I know has successfully landed a ring on her finger, she has allowed her man to lead her into being his dream girl. So while you were his girlfriend, it was cool to be yourself and show him who you are, right? But now you are trying to be this man's everything. And to be his everything, you have to know how his brain works, and he has to allow you and let you in to show you, these are the things that I like that I might not have told you while you were my girlfriend. Because I didn't feel like they were that important. I didn't feel like you could handle the load of what it really means to be my everything, to be my dream girl. Because his dream girl may be the girl who understands on Fridays, he just doesn't want to talk. He wants to go in his man cave, not be bothered on Fridays, and not be nagged as to why. And so I think a lot of men are afraid, a lot of marriages and relationships don't last because men are afraid to articulate this to the woman because it would come off as, I'm trying to change you. And it's not trying to change you. I think you should want to change for the person you want to be with. So again, this is just a tip for single. I'm single, so you know, and this is coming from a person who know how to keep a man. You gotta let a man lead you. This just goes back to the narrative of saying, okay, hey, he's gonna let me be me. He's gonna let me love him the best way I know how. But for the relationship to really, really work, you guys have to teach each other how to love each other. It's just like you got to teach somebody how to treat you. So this just stems back to a lot of women why they're like, why am I single? Why do I not still have a man?
Holiday, do you think it's like a lot of women don't trust their men?
Absolutely. Yo, let me tell you something. A lot of women do not trust their men, even if they've never caught him lying to them. It's something that is pre-programmed into us the moment we let our guard down and say we love you. We don't trust you. We don't trust you, even though we want to trust you with our heart. I'm going to speak for myself. I've been with somebody for almost 4 years. And it took the fourth year for me to finally trust this person with my heart. And to finally say to this person, I believe that you won't lead me into a freaking brick wall. I believe that you will be so delicate with my feelings and my heart that whatever decisions you make in your life moving forward, the moment we say that we're going to do this, that you always think about how it's going to affect me. I think that's when you found one, your person, and two, I think a lot of women are going to be more trustworthy when it comes to their men, but men don't know how to teach us. Men don't know how to show us trust.
Have men lost, in all honesty, their leadership skills, or have women taken that from them?
What you think?
Nora answer first, and I go after her.
Okay.
I don't think men have lost their leadership skills, and I don't think a woman can lead a household. I think she can assist. I think she can be executive producer and creative director, but I don't think she can be the producer. I don't think that an adequate functioning household, you need that male testosterone to run that house. If not, you will be walking over him like you walk on eggshells. It would just be cracking and just making a big mess. I think it sucks because it's like, I was watching somebody talk about how if they could, their woman would never have to clean or cook. Like, why would you want your woman to clean or cook, right? If you could afford to have a cleaning person so your woman's not tired when you come home, she's available to serve you in any way that you need her possibly to. Why would you not provide these small things that so-called make a good woman? Like, what about if you took the time to say, if men made it okay to say, okay, you don't have to come with these prerequisites because I'm going to lead you. And we're going to whether I'm going to teach you how to cook or I'm going to get you some cooking lessons. I'm going to train you to be the woman that I desire.
You got to learn to listen first. It don't matter what we say. You feel me? Like, a motherfucker got to listen.
Mm-hmm.
I think that men, y'all got to take accountability too. But women, because we're talking about our women, because this is for y'all, y'all have to be more willing to allow a man to lead. It's a problem because we're watching social media. We're listening to so much rap music. We're listening to so much stuff that's clouded our judgment to think like, I'm this boss bitch. And because I'm getting money, because I run my own, I'm the CEO of my own lip gloss line, I'm the CEO of my own eyelashes, I'm the CEO of this and that and that and that. That now when I get with a man, he got to know that he's dealing with a boss. That's cute. When you in your 9 to 5, when you at work, when you running your business, when you have your employees that you cut your checks to, run them. When you come home, You need to learn how to take, there's two hats. When you have a successful relationship, I'm teaching your son how to keep a man, right? There's two hats you need to wear. There's the boss hat, and you can boss those people around. When you come into this household, he is the boss. And you now need to learn how to take that hat off and submit, where you are now allowing him to, again, be the executive producer. So any great movie, you need the other people to make the movie great. He's not saying F you. He's not saying he doesn't need you as a co-pilot. You know what I'm saying? I can't fly this plane without you.
Speaking of bosses, right? We just saw this. Clip, which was interesting. This guy says the average entrepreneur makes $38,000 a year. But statistically, we're looking at somewhere from Zippia.com. It says the bottom 10% of entrepreneurs make $42,000 a year, and the top 10% make $118,000 a year. So an entrepreneur makes between $42,000 and $110,000 a year. So entitled, maybe she's like, I'm a boss, I'm doing what I want to do, and then she's flexing on her man, in opposed to what I always say, working with him. Because the money's coming to the house.
I think this is crazy again, because what I think is a lot of women are usually operating from a me standpoint. I just had this conversation with the guy I'm dating, and I said, all my life, I don't have any kids. I've never lived with anybody, and I'm the baby. I've never had to share. I've never had to worry about taking care of anybody else when I decided to move out of my house, but me. Making sure I'm good. Even being in relationships, living on my own, I've never had to depend on a man unless I wanted to. Meaning, I'm gonna spend the night at your house, but I'm gonna go back home to mine. And so when you finally get into this relationship, baby, it's not easy to do teamwork. It's not easy to be on a team when you're used to me. I think instead of women taking pole dancing classes and all these other classes that they have, sip and pain and all this, I think they should invest their time in team skill building classes. I think never have to share. tell themselves that they're okay with being single just so they can fit in the box with the other single women's. And instead of like I'm okay with being single, so you can have a bunch of single friends. That's because that's all you're gonna have is a bunch of single homegirls. Like out of my group of friends, out of my 10 friends, there's probably 2 are single, and they don't want to be single. They can say, oh, I'm cool with it, you know what I mean? And it's only because they've had just bad taste and bad whatever with men, but they really don't want to be single. So if you don't want to be single, then you need to start surrounding yourself around things that attract men who want to be in relationships. I feel like that's another thing. Like women are attracting the wrong man because they're doing the wrong things. They're hanging out with the wrong girls. If you hanging out with Shaquana, who's in the club twerking and doing splits on the couch and whatever, yeah, and you want the man to walk up to you and say, "Oh, you look good morning, queen. You look beautiful. Let me give you some roses." He's not looking at you like a queen. He's looking at you like a good time. Versus the girl who's saying, "Listen, I'm looking for a man, so I'm going to carry myself just in case he's watching me."
Remember I said that? Like,
yeah.
Didn't pay attention, man. We watch, like, you know, we pay attention to a lot of shit. And like I told you, nowadays, you know, social media, all you see on social media is the women, they own that motherfucker, they got their cell phones every day, they got makeup on, they doing this.
I mean, it's fun to take pictures as a woman. Guys don't understand that, but it's fun for women to do that.
And y'all over sexualizing yourself.
I didn't say nobody's saying showing your body. I'm just saying taking pictures.
Y'all over sexualizing.
Because you know, look, people. No, y'all think it is that way. Remember, women are always competing with women, not men. First of all, women are competing with other women. That you can see it in the makeup industry. You know what I'm saying? Where women they be trying to do the best styles so they can show on the internet. Women are doing all this stuff for other women. I'm sorry, guys, you're not included, but this is for other women. When women come out and stunting, it's not for the men.
But it's for the women. Fucking y'all shit up with the men though. If you got, listen, if every day you wearing over provocative stuff, putting globs and globs of makeup on your face, over sexualizing yourself on your story, turning around, twerking. I done seen people in they fucking pajamas that I don't even know. I've seen them in a robe. A girl was on live the other day taking a piss, snapping on her nigga with her titties out. Everybody on the live like, get off live, get off live. You know how many people probably screenshot it? Like, come on, like, y'all be over sexualizing yourself on this internet, and you go.
I don't know about all that. That's called not having class when you're doing all that in the bathroom and all that on lives. That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level of not having class. I'm sorry, that's a whole nother level. I can't agree with that. I'm not doing that at all. That's ratchet. That's ratchet. Sorry. Let's be honest. That's the level of ratchetness, and I'm not going there. But I'm saying women take pictures is because it's all about the image. It's all about who can look their best, so other females can be jealous. Like women do that for other women to be jealous. That's all it is. Who gonna have the best outfit when they come out the house? When you go to the club, who gonna have the best outfit? They ain't doing that for no man. Of course, they're looking good for the man. Like, guys can see them, but they out there to stunt on other women. Trust me. That's what it is. I'm telling you, like, listen, not saying that women are gay, but it's like a form of like lesbianism because they're all doing it for other women.
Yeah, like what the fuck is y'all doing? Listen, man, when you overly dressing yourself up like that,
it's like, think about it. Other guys do it when it comes to with cars.
Right. And we do it we do it when we understand the competition. Ain't no man getting in the mirror like, I'm finna shave my beard so I could be stunting on these niggas with the rawest beard. Like, he don't give a fuck about the niggas. He care about his beard and how he looked for women. We don't care.
I don't think so.
Listen.
I don't think
we stun on each other with, like you said,
on each other too.
With our cars, in the video games and
Clothes.
sports. Definitely in sports. Them young niggas is with the clothes. Them young niggas with the clothes. Like men don't give a fuck about all that. Like
It depends on what age you're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, but like we definitely stunt on each other when it comes to sports and cars and shit like that because we gamble, stuff like that. But everyday dress and makeup and shit like
and
that.
money too. Money too.
Yeah,
Guys stunt on each other for money.
Definitely money. Definitely fucking money. Definitely money.
I would say that's the number one thing is money.
Hold on, I got another.
Second, women.
You said
now,
what?
men would stunt they women for sure. Women won't do that. Like, oh girl, look at my man. No, women don't do that.
No, a man definitely gonna show his woman off. He definitely gonna show his woman off. Like, yeah, G, look at my girl. Like, he gonna show his woman off.
The number one question I get.
Well, you don't get asked no question. Shut up.
Today's video is about women's standards and how delusional they are. Stay tuned for the ending of the video.
Stop along the way. I'm the destination, and if you refuse to attend, I'm gonna have to find a replacement. Girls, the waiting list.
Is there a height requirement he has to have?
It could be if you're not 6 feet and above, it's good.
I beg your pardon.
It's
I
over.
told you, by the way.
I'm like 5'6.5". I don't get why someone who is 5'6.5" demands to be with someone who is over 6 foot. Are people 5'7" to 5'11" not good enough for you? I don't get the requirement of having to be over 6 foot when in reality, you're missing out on the opportunity of being with a good guy who is just simply not 6 foot.
Why you gotta be 6 feet?
Because that's a requirement. Like, I want to look up at my man, not like,
You can still look up at a man if he's taller than you.
No, it gotta be 6 feet. Like, I've turned down so many people, you gotta be 6 feet. That's just it. Turning down a guy because he's not 6 foot is the equivalent to a guy turning down a girl because she's too short. That just simply doesn't make any sense.
When a woman doesn't want to date a short guy, it's completely fine. But when a man doesn't want to date an overweight woman, he's labeled as a toxically masculine, misogynistic, fat-phobic man. Think about that for a second.
Yep, women and their double standards. That's exactly right. At the end of the day, women are allowed to have a preference and men simply can't.
But for women, what I realize is your standards fluctuate a lot over time. Like in high school, they're very low. You're like, yeah, he's a drug dealer, but he's got broad shoulders, so I have to date him. Then your mid-20s, you're like, I want a guy who has a good job, who treats me well, and who loves kids. Then your late 30s, you're like, I wonder if my drug dealer ex is out of prison yet.
Women can have a good guy right in front of them and he's a nice guy and they will simply turn away from him because he's just not their type and
stuck in the fantasy.
Wait, I have something to say. Hold on. I got something to say. Now, I'm the type person, my man got to be 5'11" to 6 foot. He cannot be over 6 foot.
Okay, so what?
He can be 6'1", he can be 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". I won't date him that tall. I'm dead serious. I don't date guys that tall. I have never dated guys that tall. I'm not even lying. I'm dead serious. I never dated guys over 6 foot.
Let's just say he was everything that you wanted, right? If you met this man and he was everything that you wanted, and y'all was talking, y'all was chatting, blah, blah, and he said he's 6'1".
Nope.
But he got everything that you want?
You can't be over 6 foot. There ain't gonna be no guy that has everything you want in life anyway. That is BS. He can't be over 6'1" though. I mean 6 foot. I like a guy 6 foot or 6'11" to 6 foot. That's it.
That my shit keep lagging.
That's what I was trying to tell you. It's internet problems. I don't know what's going on.
What's going on with my shit?
That's what I was saying. We kept having internet issues. I was like, dude, I have to keep going in and out. I'm like, what's going on? I was checking my internet.
My shit up. What the fuck?
And that's the StreamYard.
It gotta be StreamYard because my shit, I got the highest shit. My shit 2000 speed. I got a Mac.
Yeah, mine's is fast. That's why I was like, I don't know. And plus,
Like, I don't
have
know
an
what
Apple. And plus, having Apple, I don't know what's going on.
that shit weird as hell. That's probably why people going in and out. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on. Let me get my phone away from. So, so I'm saying, if y'all was talking on the phone, he has your, everything. He got a good job, all of that, and then you said, okay, you got his age. Okay, how tall are you? And he said, oh, I'm 6'1". You gonna tell him no?
You don't do. No.
So if he's
anything over 6'1", I'm not playing with you. I'm not dating. I'm too short for that. I'm good. I don't want that too tall. I'm not even lying. I'm serious.
are you?
Huh?
How tall are you? Oh, shit.
5'5". I'm 5'5".
You 5'5"?
Mm-hmm.
You 5'5". Okay, I see why. I see why.
I don't date guys that tall. There's guys that tall that try to holler at me. I'm like, I'm good. I just don't like guys that tall. I tell them like, no, I don't like guys that tall. I know women like guys that are 6 foot or over. I don't. I'm like the totally opposite, and I'm not even playing. Like my dude now is 6 foot. That's the tallest you can go.
But if he wore some Tibbs, he'd be 6'1".
No, but he ain't gonna be living his life like that though. Like no, stop it.
He's 6'1", man.
I can't have it that tall. That's good enough. My kids have a chance of getting taller because he has that 6 foot, 5'11", whatever. It's possible, but anything taller, I don't want it. Let those other women have it. I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm fine with it. At least he's over me. Like he's over me. 4 inches over me. 6 inches over me. I'm good.
Let's see if this play now.
It just simply does not make sense to me. You have a good guy, but for some reason, the good guys, the nice guys, they always finish last.
I did meet a man. Everything that I wanted, he had it. Everything that I needed, he would give it. And then like the whole like the kids, the marriage, like all that stuff, like it was already in his head. But now like me, mentally, I was not there yet. But when I met him, like I wasn't focused on that type that I had anymore. Like I was just branching out, like talking to different people, trying to see what else I liked. And I did like him, but like I said, I wasn't mentally there yet, and on top of that, I was still stuck on my ex.
Secondly, your standards are too high. If let's say you're a woman.
Right. He already in there.
Cause it's like, man, how could you say that? How could you say this man was everything you needed? He was everything you wanted. He would buy you everything you needed. He would do everything that you needed. But mentally, you wasn't ready because you were still stuck on your ex. How did you even get to the point of him wanting to marry you and all that shit, and you still stuck on your ex? Meaning you was fucking the ex the whole time.
who's 35 and you have a kid with another guy, you're obese and you're not feminine and you don't want to take care of the home and you want a six-figure guy, your standards are too high because of what you're putting out there. Your standard should be, and what you expect from a man should correlate with what you're bringing to the table. Because men also have to do that, right? Men can't have unrealistic standards of women. They bring nothing to the table and expect to get, 10. It's just not going to work like that. You're not going to get a 10. That's just not how dating relationships in the marketplace work.
I just will never understand the fact that some people demand or feel like they're entitled to a certain type of person when in reality, they're not the person that person is looking for. Essentially, some women want a high value man, quote unquote, who makes a certain amount of money or whatever and is a full-on provider when in reality they're not trying to be traditional women. They just want to get to do what they want. They do not want to conform to what it looks like to have a full-on provider. They do not want to be the traditional woman, yet they want their cake and eat it too.
I have a question.
YouTube channel's growth. Sprizzy makes it simple. In just 3 steps.
I have a question. So, okay. Now, if you're living in California and you want a comfortable life and have like a family, you got to be making 100K or more. So when women out here say like, I want to date a guy that can make 100K, it's not unrealistic because of the cost of living. That means buy a house is very expensive here. That means like the cost of rent is, if you're renting, it's very high. The cost of like taxes, food, all that. So when women here say it, it's realistic. When women saying in these other places, not realistic because the cost of living here, it makes sense why a woman would say that. In order for me to settle down with a guy, he needs to be making this certain amount because of living here in California, living here in New York. I can understand those areas because it's the cost of living is super high. It makes sense. I don't think that's being a gold digger. I think it just makes sense just economically. What do you think about that?
I gotta agree because it's high as hell in them areas.
Yeah, because
like it's high in Cali, it's high in New York. Like I seen they had a goddamn studio apartment. They wanted like $2,500 a month for that shit. That shit was little as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even control the heat. Like the heat is controlled. Like it got a lock on it. It's controlled by the landlord. Like it stay on 1 degrees. Like in the wintertime, it's there at 75 and that's it. Or whatever they put it on.
Wow.
You can't turn it off. If it get too hot in that motherfucker, you can't turn it off. You just gotta open the window or something.
Really? That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Not here in Cali. Not here in Cali, but the water bill is even high here. If you spend, you know what I'm saying? Like you dealing with gas, everything. So out here, when somebody say, "Oh, that's being gold digger, $100,000," yeah, it makes sense in Cali. You literally have to be 100K. Ask anybody that's here that's a finance or like accountant or whatever. They will tell you in order to live comfortable, you have to be making 100K plus.
Look, see, they didn't put a roll call out. This shit is crazy, man. Only thing
They put a what? Oh, list of man.
Yeah, like I don't make this one. I got kids.
Number one. Number one.
I'm definitely not worried about that one.
I'm talking about I'm talking for me as a woman. I kind of agree. Yeah. Women ain't lying about that. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Photographers, rappers, men who play, men who watch. That's good. Gamers. That's definitely me, gamers.
Which exemplifies what I mean when I say women have unrealistic expectations and unreasonable standards. Under 7 inches, the average penile length is between 5.1 and 5.5. The majority of men are under 7 inches. The majority of men are also under 6'2". It is estimated that only 14%.
Wait, pause.
Hey, when he said that, I'm like, yeah.
What are you talking about? Majority of men are under 7 inches. Where did he get that from? That's a goddamn lie. That's a lie and a half. Where?
That's Asians and white men.
That's what are you talking about? That's Asia area. What are y'all talking about? They got men in Africa. They got men in freaking like Middle East.
That boy
What
Asian.
are they talking about?
That boy Asian.
They even got some white boys, depending on where you go at, that got it going on too in Europe.
Yeah, but I don't want to keep talking about.
No, but I'm just saying, where is he getting that from?
I don't know.
That's a bad statistic. Not what I hear. Not what I hear. Not the conversation that goes on with women. That doesn't make sense right there. I'm sorry.
Women find desirable without beard. Broke is relative. What one woman considers broke may not be broke to another woman. And knowing women's logic, women think men who actually aren't broke are broke. Men with braids, no correlation. Photographers, no correlation. Rappers, no correlation. Men who claim to be alphas, no correlation. Men who watch anime, no correlation. Gamers, no correlation. Just random shit this woman has rationalized. And really, this is a list to teach you women how to be single because your chances are already slim. You just made them 0.0001 with a list like this.
Looking at this list, a lot of the things on this list are definitely not needed. To be honest with you, like basically all of this list is not needed. But at the end of the day, women have these unrealistic standards that they need men to
I can't see the rest of the list. He's covering the whole list up.
A candidate. You'll be blocking your blessings in finding somebody that is potentially going to be beneficial to you, and you didn't even know that you needed a person like that because you were so caught up on having these unrealistic standards that you see everybody on social media having.
I think the ultimate thing, if I can do a little psychoanalysis, that might be preventing someone like you from attaining your dream girl is you have this block where you think so much about body count, so much about her being a high value woman.
So you're saying I'm going in with what? Too much expectations?
I don't even think it's expectations. I think it's judgment. Like a little like too much judgment instead of taking into account all these other things. You're focused on these like minuscule things and you're
minuscule.
I mean, you're just not taking body count. That's like so physical. Like you're
focused too much on the past too. You're not really focused as much.
Here's what's so funny to me. I think women are unaccustomed to hearing men communicate and articulate their preferences, standards, and boundaries. Women are the queens of going for exactly what they want.
The hypocrisy in this video is very interesting to me because at the end of the day, women tend to have these minuscule standards and expectations that they simply shouldn't have.
If I was to be honest and say I want a young girl that has chast, comes from a good family, etc. Now they're gonna say, "Oh, that's misogynistic." Not really, it's realistic. But we don't tell women, "Yo, you want a guy that's taller than you, makes more money than you, etc." You're misandristic. But we don't even know what misandry means, or the hatred of men.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is that men can't be honest about their standards, but women can be honest about theirs. And as a matter of fact, we applaud women for sticking to those standards and not settling.
How can we as Black women complain about double standards when we make some of the biggest double standards out there?
This is coming from is Black women are uncomfortable when you be like, women, you need to do this. I don't like that. Don't tell me what I need to do as a woman when it's like, you're not a woman. So it's like, y'all put a real man be treated again. It's different. You can't tell me as a woman what I should do.
So you don't think that women is out here telling men what they should do?
Yeah.
So what's the difference? And a man have to meet those standards?
If you want to work from home, be your own boss, and have zero geographic.
You gotta meet every goddamn standard.
What? Guys got standards for women too, though.
You said what?
Men got standards for women too. What do you mean?
Hold on.
They shouldn't do. We want to call out their toxicity and hold them accountable, but that can't happen for us. The math ain't mathin'.
Accountability. I don't think women know that word in the dictionary. I'm joking. Some of them do, of course, but there are a lot of women, modern women, who tend to be able to tell people that they should be doing certain things when in reality, they're doing the opposite of what they're preaching. The common phrase is practice what you preach, and the women are simply not doing that. To conclude, some women have unrealistic standards while other women just simply don't have standards at all. There is a lot going on in today's society that is just seen as so unfortunate for our generation. There are certain women with no standards where in reality they will lay with any man, but they'll be picky about who they date with. At the end of the day, you should be picky with who you lay with before you get picky with who you date. Women and their double standards, it's interesting to me that they don't see any fault.
Anything you want to add?
I was waiting for you to answer that question. Like, guys have standards too. So, I mean, it's like guys be piling it up too. They be got lists on the internet about piling it up as well. So, I think it's just natural for anybody to have standards. People be piling all that stuff up, them lists, and I'd be like, some of that stuff was just overboard, in my opinion, on women and men. Like, I guess y'all gonna stay lonely. Be honest, y'all gonna stay lonely for a long time.
Who?
These people making all these lists is like, it's just unrealistic.
It is, man. It doesn't make sense. You want?
I can tell by the people you choose.
It's ridiculous.
You'd be like, how long you been in a relationship? For a year or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't never be in long relationships. Like,
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. This is what the world then came to, man. This shit they get crazy.
No woman wants to be single. All this trash about I'm single by choice. No, you're not.
Some of you westernized women. I don't need a man. I don't want a man. I can pay my own bills. Turn it down.
Modern women.
she said for 500K. Wow, man. And she's actually like not even at the standard of men.
Come on, man.
Wow. She's not gonna get that guy. Look at her, because those type of men don't go after her. Now that's who Kevin Samuels need to talk to.
This is what I'm talking about right here. Unrealistic.
Not us. Okay.
Ain't nobody checking for shorty. Motherfucker gonna walk right past her. Like, come on, her whole stomach is in her jeans. Like, come on, man.
500K.
She said over 500 times.
Most men today are
Is she UK?
Okay, so could you be with a guy that needs to
No, men nowadays, no matter how old they are, they're only interested in girls between the ages of 18 and 25. American men are just leaving marriages.
American men are leaving modern women behind. It is the best decision they've made. Kindly subscribe to the
so much harder to date today. It should be easier than ever. We have so much choice. You have this illusion that there are so many other people out there. So you go on a first date and then it's like, yeah, I had a good time, but let me go see who else is out there. Let me see who's at this other party. There's this idea that it's not like you're going to focus on one person if you don't feel amazing chemistry the first time. Sometimes it takes hanging out with people over time.
Broke up with him. It was too much. He was too great. We did it for 3 months. He was not a pushover. He had friends. He was cool. He was perfect. And he took me places and spent money on me. He had a car. He had a bank account. And he had health insurance. And I broke up with him. Went back to my ex and got me a $15 gift card at Taco Bell for my birthday.
Did you?
They always run back to their ex.
Because it's comfort, because they haven't found nobody yet.
The guy was buying her stuff, taking her places, spent money on her. And she said she broke up with him and went back to her ex. He gave her a $15 Walmart card for her birthday.
A $15?
That's what she just said. Listen.
We did it for 3 months. He was not a pushover. He had he was perfect. And took me places and spent money on me. He had a car, and he had a bank account, and he had health insurance. And I broke up with him. Come back to my ex got me a $15 gift card at Taco Bell for my birthday.
Did you notice this woman mentioned nothing negative about this man, and she still left him? See, this is what I mean. A man could be an amazing guy,
A
but there's
$15
always
Walmart card.
these women. You just have to wonder, what exactly are they looking for? If the guy was so great and amazing, why break up with him? It's frustrating because even the best of men can end up being discarded if they don't meet some
Pause the
undefined
video.
condition.
A $15 gift card. Did you say at Walmart?
He gave her a $15 gift card. Hold on.
There's also the
Gift card.
influence of
No, to Taco Bell for her birthday.
Taco. Stop. That just let you know what he thinks of you for Taco Bell. Really? Like you went from like trash to zero. Like really? Like that's not something to talk about. That's actually like embarrassing. To give you a $15 gift card at Taco Bell. That's bad.
Motherfucker that was giving you
That's
everything.
hitting low,
you need.
below. That's hitting below.
You left a motherfucker that was giving you everything you needed. Literally everything you needed. And you broke up with him for 3 months. Everything was good. Cool. You went back to your ex because you're used to that toxic shit. And you went right back to it.
Your sex must be that good. It must be that good. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a Taco Bell gift card. It must be the sex, because what else is you getting from the
societal pressures that push women to believe they can always do better, fueling a never-ending search for the perfect partner. These women always come to their senses only after dealing with guys who don't care about them as much, leading to feelings of regret. But by that time, it's already too late.
Excuse me, I am so sorry, but where in the world did you get that? Smile, beautiful. That's weird. Damn.
Hate to break it to you. I think that we've just got a very, very selfish culture of women. And to any women out there that say I have internalized misogyny or anything like that, that would require that I have a problem with women worldwide. I do not have a problem with women worldwide. I have a problem with Western women. And if you think that I'm just like making this up out of nowhere, reflect on the fact that there are Western men that are flying out east to find wives. Are Eastern men coming out west to find wives? No. Where in the world are men flying out in droves to marry American women? Nobody wants us. Why? We're big, we're selfish. We don't want to hear anything. You can't tell me to eat less. You can't tell me to change my life. You can't tell me it's not about me.
Divorce laws are also a good...
You're right. Motherfuckers is overweight. I remember you couldn't even, it wasn't even no big clothes. Like, there wasn't no clothes for fat people. There wasn't no styles for them back then. Like, you had to eat healthy. Like, this shit done got crazy.
Reason why not to marry a woman in the West. I'm a Western woman and I approve that message. We've lost our way and need to get back to basics. At least 95% of Eastern men would never think of marrying a Western girl. The image social media has painted and how Western women have portrayed themselves is too scary. I tried dating my own Asian American. It was the biggest mistake of my life. I ended up marrying my Southeastern Asian wife in Cambodia. Feminism has destroyed Western women. There's no men flying into the West to marry modern American women because they're difficult to deal with. And those men do not want to deal with their attitudes, where a traditional woman would say to a man, I got your back. A modern Western woman would say, I got your money. Dealing with women in the West is only about what they can get from a man and what can a man do for them. This mindset can create a toxic atmosphere where men feel used or undervalued, leading to a growing reluctance to pursue relationships with Western women. The idea of love, support, and partnership is often overshadowed by a focus on financial stability, which can deter men from wanting to invest emotionally or physically in these relationships. That's why many men are turning elsewhere to find true connections.
Say he just started his own business, he makes $45,000 a year. Would you date him?
It wouldn't be able to afford my engagement ring. You make $45,000 a year. It would take what, 4 years? No, 8 years.
Cooking for one doesn't make sense. If you want to eat better without wasting hours cleaning and prepping,
Instead of her dictating his bread, she could be like, oh, $45,000 a year. He's starting his own business. Shit, I could add to that. You see what I'm saying? It's just all about.
I don't know anything about rings. How much is that?
About $200,000.
Girl, you want a $200,000? Are you insane?
My ring has to talk from across the street. Like, you have to ask me that shit. It's good blind people. But, like, I'm not a regular girl.
$200,000 ring. $200,000 ring.
Mm.
Like, even the white girl was like, "Are you crazy?" They even put the face like, what the fuck?
I don't know anything about rings. How much is that? About $200,000. Girl, you want a $200,000? Are you insane?
My ring has to talk from across the street. Like, you have to ask me that shit. It's good blind people. But, like, I'm not a regular girl.
Buy a dog and die alone. So why does a man have to be together? It's too
6 foot, 6 foot minimum, at least 6 foot. Companies be under 6 foot.
what height is too short for a guy?
Anything under 6 foot.
How much money does a guy need today get?
You just shitting up all the women, like all the women in America is that bad. Y'all just shitting on up all the women. That is just so biased and one-sided. You know I ain't gonna sit here and allow y'all to talk about every goddamn woman in America. That's a goddamn lie. Y'all haven't went to every state and dated every woman. That's a goddamn lie. You ain't gonna allow yourself in here and do that shit today. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Listen,
This is a bashing show right now. What is going on here?
Listen, why when the truth is out, it become bashing?
It is bashing at this point.
Listen,
it is bashing. They got Kevin Samuels popping up.
Let me finish. What I'm saying is that all we doing is playing videos based upon the content. The title is Unrealistic. We going to what they asking. These women are asking $200,000 a month. This lady wants a man to make $200,000 a month.
But do you understand the content behind it saying they throwing every American women are trash, nobody wants to date them? Like they don't know if they haven't had a chance to date everybody here to consider everybody trash. That's like putting everybody in a collective, not individually. That's what makes it so bad.
We dealing with men dealing with feminism, we dealing with transism, we dealing with motherfucking what was that? The 4B movement now. Like, men are dealing with a lot of shit. You can't fault them for that. Everybody twerking, everybody doing the same shit. So what do you expect? What do you expect?
I'm not twerking, so to my everybody twerking. You see how you just basically normalized it?
Listen, I said, if I say everybody twerking, don't mean I'm saying, you know, when I say that, I'm not saying every woman. Like, every woman in the world ain't doing this. We speaking
America. We're strictly talking about America.
Yeah,
America.
But we speaking on the majority though. So that's all it is. Don't feel offended because the shoe don't fit you. You don't do this. The things that you named was realistic. Like, so this shouldn't offend you at all.
But the video said American women.
What video?
They generalized everybody. In this video, it said it. That's why men are running out of the country and getting women from the East and stuff like that.
Every man. I ain't ran my ass out the country. I don't want none of them women over there. You don't know what them women doing. They cheap. They just look good. They still hoes. Those are incel men going over there that don't know how to look for women and talk to women and date women. Like they going over there so they can just show their money and show they stuff and fly them back here so they can control them. Like I'm not that. Like so that shouldn't even apply to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's finish this up so we get
Go ahead.
You ain't finished.
Well over 400, okay. 500 grand at the least on the figures. A million, 2 million? The mills.
Minimum $1 million.
That's still bad. I need like million. Here's some things I expect to do to pay for while I'm dating him or we're in a relationship. Here are some of my rules for a first date. Give me my rules for a first date. Rule 1, I'm not saving your number on my phone until we're engaged. Do not take me to a fancy restaurant. Show me your tax returns. Show me your bank statements. Show me your face. Show me your profile. We're saying no to coffee dates. We're saying no to buffer dates. We're saying no to walks in the park. I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option. Show me your body, top to bottom. Do a 360. Those are the requirements for you to come for me. Yeah, those are the requirements for you to come for me. Okay, I'm not. You think I'm joking? It's actual truth.
That's why American women will go like the dinosaurs extinct. The entitlement from these
That's what I'm saying. See, American women go extinct. See, that's correct.
But it's not. But listen, it's just people. They just show up shit in the comments. You can't
They
take
only
that.
have arrogance to offer. Man, they're
You
not
can't
looking
take
for
that
marriage.
serious, man.
They're looking for a victim to prey on with that list. As you can see, these kinds of women are just a nightmare. These women.
I'm a models. I make my own money. I'm independent. I'm an alpha woman. Turn it down. What happened to the feminism? The queen, the wifey, what happened to it? But when you reach your knockout stage at 30, 35, with 2-3 kids later, then you want to know? Ladies, wake up.
Not only do I have a 20, 180. That's how many clients I'm going to get you, and that's how many days it's going to take me to do it.
A couple of screws loose. I've also lost the screwdriver.
I'm not required to clean up after you. I'm not required to cook for you. I'm not required to do anything for you, right? Because you did not come out of me. I'm not your mom.
I'm not required to pay for you. I'm not required to listen to you. I'm not required to protect you. My seed didn't create you. I'm not your dad. And she is the big reason we are getting our passports. I'm not required to do anything.
Thing like, did your mom intentionally spell your name wrong? These guys need to be challenged. They need to be stimulated mentally. They're bored in their life. No one challenges them at work. No one challenges them at home if they're single. Try it.
What I can appreciate about Passport Bros is I think it's an effective flag being raised for Western women as well. I'm not necessarily saying that they're going to find someone. I'm not saying that they're not going to get screwed over. I'm not even necessarily saying that I would encourage men to go do it. Like you said, if you want to, cool. The motivation for it is the fact that men are still expected to act very traditionally. They're expected to be very chivalrous. They're expected to be protectors. Maybe they're not expected to provide to the same extent now that women can essentially match them on income. But if that's what a man's duty to you is, to be chivalrous, it's very, very loosely defined what a woman's
Absolutely.
duty is.
It's very ambiguous.
And that is why I think they go to places where they are actually taught from a young age how to treat a man. What is your duty to a man?
There's good and bad everywhere.
Yeah.
How to be a slave to a man.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Like I that some of that shit is I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go be no passport. I wouldn't do none of that shit. Them people be having all kinds of diseases and shit. And you don't know who they be fucking on.
So your whole life is just a little basically to be slave under a guy? No.
Crazy.
I don't want to live a life like that. I want to live a life where people work together as one. No one's like looking like you're my little one, like you're like my pet. I don't want to be somebody's pet. I want to be somebody's like where we work together, we live together, we compromise, we talk it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't need this life. People are putting extras on life. Like if it's like that, then throw it in the garbage can. Like it's not worth it no more. Like everybody is over the top with everything.
Overstimulated.
Nobody didn't argue like this back in the days. What's going on?
Oh no.
Me growing up in the 90s and the early 2000s, people wasn't arguing about this stuff.
At all. This shit wasn't even a
extra.
conversation.
Y'all need to go out and party sometimes. Y'all need to get out more. Y'all got too much time in your hand to think about stuff. Like this is over the top for me. It's just like what? It's just on both sides. It's like y'all. It's just doing too much for me. I can't.
The dating pool sucks, man. I'm telling you.
I don't like extra macho-ness. I don't like that the women act too masculine. Like it just everything is overboard. Shut up already. I just can't. I can't do it. It just can't. I tell you, my dude try to bring that shit. I tell him, shut the fuck shit down. I do not want to hear about no Kevin Samuels. I don't want to hear about none of these people. I don't care, dude. This is our relationship. We control this relationship. We meet in the middle and make it work. Nobody's coming in and telling us how we're gonna run our relationship.
No, because ain't nobody in there when y'all got them doors.
Exactly. Nobody's gonna run my relationship. Stop letting people be a dictator over your relationships. Yeah. Run your relationship how you want it.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
That's why I'm just like, this is y'all gonna always be single with these topics. Y'all gonna be always single. Y'all stay with the bullshit.
You know what'd be crazy though? Like, for them women to even like, for them to even answer, like when they be those guys be walking up with their cameras and the YouTube people be outside and they be drunk, they shouldn't even interview. Because y'all embarrassing yourself. The whole world can see you.
Ain't no way. I'm telling you, there's no way.
It was some married white women. It was like 4 of them. They was on a girls trip in Vegas or something. And the dude said something to him, and she was like, something about she never been with a black guy, and looked him up and down. And the lady was like, "Oh, this gonna be on viral or whatever." And she was still trying to tell him what hotel they was gonna be at, like. And the husband paid for the trip.
Wow.
So it's like, man, this shit like some scam shit. Like it's like, I don't know, man. Women is sneaky, man. This shit's sneaky. But yeah, man, I'm done with this. It's
too much. It's too much.
It's unrealistic.
I just say this honestly. Y'all need to get off the internet. Be real people.
The world is the internet now.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna meet nice people because y'all going in the wrong. Stay out the cities. Get away from the cities. People are cuckoo and they nuts. Get away from the cities. You might be some decent people outside the cities. Okay? The real people have ran to the suburbs.
I just think people need to focus on themselves and I think people just focus on themselves, get their mind right, their body right, whatever comes. But
go see
forcing it, trying to, over forcing it, meeting people and doing shit is like people be weird, people change up, just everybody got too much going on, man. It's too much, like you said. It's like overboard, like
it's overload.
It's an fucking overload.
Even the women are talking like just overboard. It just the stuff I was hearing. I'm like, man, we didn't talk like that back in the days. We just said we don't want this, we don't want that, and left it like that. Dude didn't like a peace, see you later. We used to do the peace, see you later. Like, all right, bye. That's how we were. But now it's just like, I want this and this and this and this and that. This like the most weirdest expectations, and it's like, what? Y'all know y'all not being real. This is not realistic, y'all. Women used to be like, I want a man with money. That used to be when we was growing up. Women always talk about guys. I want that guy with that money, that big thing, and you know what I'm saying, that nice car, like in his own spot, like women. But now it's gone far.
Women thing back in the day was like you had to have a man with a job. Like if you ain't got a man with a job, you really can't stunt. You really can't. They're gonna be like, girl, like why you dating him? He can't do nothing for you. Like he
Yeah,
just
women didn't even want to date guys that was broke. It was hard for men back in the days to get women that
yeah.
women that was broke. They like, nah, I ain't dating you. You gotta have a good job.
Yeah, your ass had to have a good job. Cause I remember I was 16 when I first started working at the commissary. Like I was making $10.44 an hour. Like I was making more than the minimum wage. Minimum wage was like $7. So I was making $3 more than minimum wage. Like my homies couldn't believe how big my checks was. Like we couldn't believe that shit. Like so I know like I got a lot of attention during them times because I was working. Like I had a job. Motherfuckers knew I had a job. I had a car. I had a job. Like so, you know, I feel you. Like now things change. You gotta have more than just your own shit. More than just your own shit. Like you gotta have your own shit. You gotta have that motherfucker furnished, food. You gotta have everything. Like
Facts.
shit changed, man.
It is. It totally changed. So, like I said, like man, this internet is crazy. I can't do the internet. I can't. That's why I be sending out those relationship topics sometimes because they be driving me crazy. I be like, "How y'all thinking?"
Man,
This
I
is
swear, I ain't gonna lie. Like sometimes I like to talk about it if it's something like real debatable. You know what I'm saying? But man, I be on if I'm on social media, man, and I see that shit. As soon as I see one of them podcast dudes, like, yeah, you know, relationship, I scroll right past that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
And then you know that same female that was like had those discoloration around her mouth and all that. She was on that video too. Talking about what type of man she want and all that. She was the one that was talking about like because of the election, like the women's rights. You know what I'm saying? The abortion thing. She was on that video. She was on this video too. Talking about what man she want. I'm like. I'm sorry. Some of these women, they are not attractive at all and be having these super high expectations. You're like, what?
Motherfuckers be ugly.
I'm like, who is going
on?
to
Girl was fat. She fat as hell. Talking about dude gotta make over 500K. Big as hell. Talking about somebody gotta make 500K. You can't even. You need to run 500 laps. What is you talking about?
500 laps.
I need to run 500 laps a week. While you out with no shirt on. That's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers be big as hell but want to dress like they skinny. You got no shirt on, your fat rolls out, like your stomach tucked in, your motherfucking jeans. So I know you stinking a little bit. Like, come on, G, like that shit don't man.
Well, a lot of guys don't want to date women that are obese. So she won't work out. Because that guy who did a survey on those men, a lot of them was saying, no.
No man wants, listen, man. A man to tell you they like big women. But if you put a fit woman next to that big woman and he had to choose, he's going to take that fit woman. I take that big woman with them jelly rolls. If she don't work out and lose that weight, in 10 years, she might have health complications. I don't want to I don't want to deal with that, and I don't have to choose to deal with that. I don't want an obese woman. It makes no sense.
Okay, this is what I get pissed off before we go. Now I got big women trying to call themselves thick. No, you're big. I'm sorry. Thick back in the days was an hourglass body. You had a big chest, small waist, a big butt, and curved thighs. That is not no flat and a flat stomach. That is not. Absolutely not. Big women are not thick. Sorry. Y'all cannot replace us. You are not going to replace us. Absolutely not. Nah, that is not going to work. No. If y'all want to know what thick women is, go look at Melissa Ford. Go look at Trina back in the early 2000s when they did magazines. Yeah,
was
but
that
for the body, those are thick women. They no, y'all trying to take the curvaceous women's standard. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they get too big. You see, excuse me. You see, Lotto, not Lotto. What's her name? Lizzie. What Lizzo? The big girl. You see, she didn't got they got her losing weight now. See what I'm saying? Because that shit is not healthy, man.
But some of her friends got mad, but I'm like, dude, if you want to make way more money, you're gonna have to lose some of that weight.
Yeah, you have other people tuning in. Like, damn, she look a little better.
I mean, go from fat to being, thick.
Put it together. You got that shit everywhere. That just means you recklessly, you carelessly eat. You know what I'm saying? You got to take extra showers. Like, it's doing too much. It's doing way too much.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm gonna end it here. You got anything you want to say?
I'll say this, ladies, slow down a little bit. It's a little extra on the standards. Y'all going a little bit too far with the standards. Y'all gonna be lonely.
Damn.
Bring it down. I'm gonna have to agree with Home Chick. It's a little too high. Like the guy said, the rent is too damn high. Your standards are too damn high. And guys, y'all need to bring some of y'all standards down too. Cause I mean, not everybody is a drop bomb like Lauren London and shit like that. I'm sorry, but what was that? Yeah.
I feel you. I definitely feel you.
Everybody's not gonna be a 10.
Everybody have a super big booty, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why women run out there to get BBLs and dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like we gotta do better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and stop passing up cute women for these women are bomb, and then they treat you wrong, and then these women that are good, y'all pass them up. So y'all need to go find women that are qualified, basically.
Yeah.
Not qualified for the booty.
All right, man. We out of here, man. We 2 hours, almost 2 hours in, man.
Peace out.
Yep, out of here, man. Till next time. It was a good stream, though, man. Hey, ladies, man, calm it down. Calm it down on y'all expectations. Bring that shit down. Be more realistic. Get out of fantasy land. Till next time, man. We out of here, man. Peace.